Welcome back to Surviving and Thriving, where we share with you the things that we have learned as we have transitioned our family from struggling to survive disease to thriving right smack dab in the midst of it, in the hopes that something that we share with you will help you, encourage you, and enlighten you as you transition your family from struggling to survive disease to thriving right smack dab in the midst of it. Caregivers, I would like to talk to you today because you have a lot of responsibility and you are intricately involved in the healthcare of your loved one, and you don't always get the support that you need. You don't always get the encouragement um, that you need. And so hopefully I'm here today to help strengthen you and encourage you as you do what you do, and that's love on us, take care of us, and keep us here. And we appreciate you for that. I have found in my life, as well as in the life of people that I love and people that I know, that usually there's one caregiver who is the primary. Ooh, what was that? Who is the primary caregiver, and they are the intricately involved person. And there are usually other family members who are not involved at all. They don't help carry any of the weight of taking care of your loved one. However, they do have a lot of opinions. And I would like to tell you that when people are not intricately involved in helping you and supporting you as you support your loved one, they don't have a say. Now, it's up to you if you want to listen to them or not. Um, but if they're coming being critical, always have an opinion about what you should do, how you should do it, where you should spend your time and you should spend your money, it's up to you if you want to listen to them. But I have a general policy, and so does my husband. And it's the general policy is this: if you're not carrying this weight, you don't have no skin in this game. You don't have no say. I also have a policy, though, that I do listen. I don't want to say listen, I hear what some people say, and then I sift it out, because I do know that wisdom can come from everywhere and anywhere and anyone at any time. Good ideas and good advice can come at any time. But critical people, I don't listen to. So I may listen to my child. I can listen to any child because something good may come from it. But if it's not beneficial, helpful, and it's not productive for me, I tend to let it go in one ear and out the other. I don't um, take hold of that. But I do keep an ear open to hear wisdom at all time. And I would suggest that you keep an ear open to hear wisdom at all time. But when it's critical people, I cut them off. I don't listen to a lot of critical people. And I would suggest that you don't listen to critical people. A lot of people can tell you what you need to do and how you need to do it, but they don't have no understanding because they're not in that situation. I know, for example, that a lot of people were telling us how we should raise our kids, what we should do with our kids, if we should put them in public school or send them here or there. But they weren't in our house. They weren't going to be getting up trying to get them dressed and get them to school and do their homework. They didn't know what kind of a weight that would put on us. But they also didn't know that we didn't want that. That, we were homeschooling before it got to the situation at this level and at this point, and we were going to maintain what our family vision was. We were not going to allow sickness and disease to come and send our family on a different course and pattern and pace and path in life that we had not originally intended. So we were going to fight to keep the lifestyle that we wanted. I share that with you to tell you that um, people don't know what it's going to cost you. So don't let them tell you what you should do. You do what's best for you and your loved one. You do what you can handle. You do what you can maintain and what you can balance, and don't feel bad. Also, I want to encourage you not to put a lot of weight on yourself and be hard on yourself. You got a lot that you got to do and you got to maintain. You're not always going to know what to do. Sometimes you're going to think you're doing right and it's going to be wrong. But if you know that you gave the best that you had and you did all that you could do and you did the best that you knew how at that time, never feel bad. Don't give yourself a hard way to go, and don't allow anyone else to give you a hard way to go. There are some touchy situations out there where it's life or death, and you have to make decisions for people. If you're making a decision that you know is best for the person that you love and it goes awry, don't feel bad. Don't let that make your conscience feel bad, and don't let anyone else make your conscience feel bad, because they thought you should have did something else, and maybe what they thought was right, but you did what you thought was right. Now, if you know that you didn't do right, yeah, feel bad. But if you know that you did the best that you could with the information that you had and your heart was pure in it, don't be hard on yourself. Forgive yourself and move on. Don't let a lot of stuff pile up on you and weigh on you. Don't let the person that you're taking care of give you a guilt trip. Don't let anybody give you a guilt trip. You have to be strong in who you are. And that's kind of hard when you got a lot of big, heavy, weighty stuff on you and you don't always know what to do. But at the end of the day, you go to bed with a clear conscience. You go to bed with a clean heart, a clear conscience, and don't even allow the person that you're taking care of to make you feel bad when you're giving your all. I hope that was helpful to you. I want you to know that I appreciate you. And the person you're taking care of, whether they admit it or not, they appreciate you. I hope that you have someone who lets you know that they appreciate you at all times. But if you don't, know that if you don't have somebody that share appreciation with you, know that you are appreciated, because if you dropped everything that you were doing for them, they would have no help and no hope. They need you, and they know they need you. Unfortunately, there are some people out there that are not easy to love on, but I pray that you have someone who is easy to love on. But I appreciate all that you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. You are God's special angels for those of us who are going through. You have a special place in life, and I believe that God is going to give you special honor. But in all things, remember, you do you, be you, do you, live this life with your flair, that in a way that only that you could do. I hope this was helpful to you. Please share this with other people who are going through and their caregivers, in the hopes that perhaps something that we say here on Surviving and Thriving may help them as they transition from struggling to survive to thriving right in the midst of it. And we will see you next week. Bye.